Let's be honest, we have all been there. You know, that frantic search for a good plumber, a painter who can start next week, or even just a reliable dog walker in your neighborhood. It can feel like you're searching for a needle in a haystack. But what if technology could do more than just connect us with people across the globe? What if it could help us connect with talent right in our own backyard? Well, today, we're going to look at a new platform that wants to do exactly that, right here in Ireland.
Picture this. The kitchen tap won't stop dripping. Or maybe that spare room is screaming for a new coat of paint. Or hey, you just need someone to take the dog out while you're stuck at work. These are everyday problems, right? But finding a solution, well, that's often a whole other story. Where do you even start?
So what do? Maybe you ask a mate, who gives you a number for a guy who never picks up. Or you throw a post up in a local Facebook group, and suddenly you're buried under a pile of comments from people you can't really verify. The old ways of doing things aren't just slow, they're a total gamble. There's just no quality control, and the whole thing can be just so frustrating.
And look, if you felt that frustration, you are definitely not alone. It's really a story with two sides, isn't it? You've got the customer sitting there anxiously waiting for help, and on the other side, you've got a skilled professional who's struggling to find them. This gap, this disconnect, is a massive issue in communities all over the country.
So, let's really unpack this. Let's call it what it is, a common Irish problem. Because this isn't just about how hard it is to find help, it's also about how hard it is to offer it.
And this slide, this really nails the paradox. On one side, you've got customers wasting so much time just scrolling and searching for someone, anyone they can trust. And on the other side, you have these incredibly talented freelancers and tradespeople who are fighting to find consistent work, sometimes even having to pay for ads just to get their name out there. It's a huge breakdown in the market that's just been hiding in plain sight. And if you want the data to prove it, well, here you go. Just look at that first bar. A whopping 87% of people in Ireland think there has to be a better way to find local services. But then, look at that second bar. Only about a third of them actually know where to look. That huge gap between wanting something and knowing how to get it, that is where the opportunity is.
Okay, so you have a really clear problem and a massive gap in the market. So what does a solution even look like? Well, let me introduce you to Hirely, a platform that was literally designed to fill that gap. And here it is. You know, the first thing that jumps out is just how clean and simple it looks. There's no clutter, no confusing menus. After all that frustration of digging through messy social media feeds, this design is all about one thing: getting you from "I need help" to "help is on the way" as fast and as smoothly as possible. So what is Hirely at its core? It's a mobile app built for a single, focused purpose: to instantly connect you with freelance providers in your local community. It's all about taking the guesswork and the gamble out of the whole process. But, you know, this isn't just about booking jobs. Their mission statement, it reveals a way bigger ambition. And the most important word in there is trusted. See, they're not just trying to be another online directory. They want to build a real foundation of trust and become the #1 go-to platform in the whole country. Okay, so a big vision is great, but how does it actually work? Like for you and me, day to day. Let's walk through the process and see how it feels for both the customer and the freelancer.
For the customer, they've made the journey incredibly straightforward. First, you just search for what you need in your area. Then, you get to browse through different profiles, check out their reviews, compare their rates. You're in control. Once you've found your person, you connect and message them right in the app to sort out the details. And then the most important part, secure payment. Your money is held safely until the job is actually finished. That whole anxiety about paying up front, gone.
And what this does is create a genuine win-win. The customer gets fast access to people they can trust, plus they get that peace of mind from the client protection fee, which is like an extra layer of security. At the same time, the freelancer gets a reliable way to find work, they know they're going to get paid, and they can spend more time actually doing their job instead of chasing down leads.
But for any app that connects two groups of people, the big question is always about sustainability, right? How does Hirely plan to keep the lights on and actually grow without making it super expensive for everyone? Let's take a look under the hood at their business model. So their financial plan really rests on 3 main pillars. There's that small client protection fee on each job, an optional pro plan for freelancers who want to get a bit more visibility, and down the line, some advertising. It's a really smart, diverse approach, so they're not putting all their eggs in one basket. That's key for long-term growth. Now check this out, because this part of their plan for year 1 is really clever. Instead of going out and looking for a bunch of investors and giving away part of the company, the plan is to use the money they make in the first year to pay back the app developer directly. This means the founder keeps full control, making sure the platform grows based on its original vision, not what some investor wants.
And the potential market for this? It is absolutely massive. This number, 240,000, that's the estimated number of self-employed people and potential freelancers in Ireland. That is a huge pool of talent just waiting for a better way to connect with customers.
All right, so they have a clear problem, a smart solution, and a huge potential market. So what's the game plan? A good start is one thing, but where does Hirely go from here? Let's look at their road ahead.
Their growth plan is really methodical, really strategic. They're going to finalize the business plan and get a prototype built by the end of 2025. Then comes the big launch in July 2026, but they're starting smart in key areas like Dublin, Kildare, Cork, and Galway. From there, the plan is to expand all across Ireland before even thinking about going international. It's that classic, start local, then go global.
And their long-term goals are, well, they're not thinking small. We're talking about getting 5,000 freelancers and 20,000 customers on the platform in just the first year and a half. They're also planning to add cool new features like instant booking and verified profiles, all while working towards the ultimate goal, becoming the go-to app for freelance services across all of Europe.
But in the end, everything they're doing, from the secure payments to the user reviews, it all comes back to this one simple, powerful idea. It's all designed to do one thing: build trust and build real connections right here in our own communities. Which really leaves us with a fascinating final thought to chew on. We often think of technology as something that pulls us apart, but a platform like Hirely is suggesting the complete opposite. What if we can use a digital tool to actually strengthen our local ties and make our real-world communities work just a little bit better? It's a really interesting question to think about.